So I'm a mechanical engineer, graduated from Queen's University in Canada, and Mark Timms hired me to design this machine with him. He's long had the idea and he just needed my help to turn it into a reality. So it took about 6 months to go from a drawing on a napkin to what you see here. So Mark Timms is CEO of Cool Clubs. He's long had the idea of developing a machine like this that would be able to test every aspect of a golf club. Before doing this by hand would take a person about 45 minutes, and then there's human error involved because you have someone moving the shaft along, reading all the measurements by hand. So what this machine does, it's able to measure the straightness of the shaft within several thousandths of an inch. It's able to measure the consistency of the shaft, identify problems or inconsistencies in wall thickness, in material properties. It's able to test frequency on several different planes. It's able to measure torque. And we also developed a new way of testing EI, or stiffness profile, and it better duplicates how a golf shaft actually bends in a golf swing. Whereas before this was done isolating individual sections of the shaft, we actually test the shaft as a whole, see how it's going to perform. So we're able to know exactly how it's going to bend in a swing. Before, you would need about 5 different machines to test what this one does, and you'd have to do everything by hand, measure all the loads, displace the shaft. It would take some 45 minutes. This one does it in 2 minutes, way more accurately, way more precisely. This is a really high level of QA. All the manufacturers test their shafts, but not all of them test them to this level. So we get a lot of manufacturers that are interested in what data we're collecting. So right now we're establishing a huge database with all the data. It's going to contain thousands and thousands of individual shafts that we've tested. That lets us produce averages for each shaft model, each flex, each weight. That way we can identify which models are better than others, and that helps us know that when we go grab one shaft off the shelf, it's what we're expecting it to be. So that makes life a lot easier for our builders and helps get a better product out to our client. This is brand new technology, so we haven't quite implemented it into all of our fitting yet. So what we're hoping to do later on is to test every single shaft that comes through here for quality of the shaft. That way we can identify if the shaft is out of spec or if it meets our high quality standards. And down the road, once we collect this database, it's going to help our fitters and our builders better understand every shaft and help the fitting process. We've got a few tricks up our sleeve. We're going to keep those to ourselves right now. But we just applied a camera upgrade. It's helping with the accuracy and the speed of the machine. We were able to shave off like 20% of the run time. So yeah, we've got plans to keep improving the machine for sure.